Hi collective, I'm back to my channel. I just did a reading and I stopped halfway because it went back to the Queen of Pentacles again. Leo giving their generosity for about 4, 5 years, 14 years. I thought, you know what? There's no point doing that. I just don't want to know. I'm not going to get wind up. So let's see, hopefully the energy will change. I'm not doing it. He's a big man. If he wants to stay with Genevieve Nadia, that's up to him, innit? There's nothing I can do about that. But I'm not going to sit and stop my life for no one. There you go. Old car, old news. Retired, boring, exhaustion. Yeah, it's exhausting. You've got to have a good relationship with yourself, man. As much as you're on a twin flame journey, okay, because I'm on one myself. I was using my intuition, okay? I'm a dreamer. Okay, now we're looking at 8, all right? We're looking at abundance. We're looking at security. We're looking at success. Some people, when it comes to success, they got too many old habits. And that's probably why I was like, no, I got to have a relationship with myself. Somehow they're in my energy, because I haven't seen this masculine for 8 years. And then after 8 years, 4 years, 5 years, it's been non-stop telepathic communication. I'm just trying to like understand the twin flame energy, whether it's a twin flame energy or something more higher, like divine, something to do with divine, because I keep seeing God as well. All right. So we're looking at family patterns, because we have to have a relationship with ourselves first so we can have a healthy family pattern if we decide to have a relationship outside of ourselves. So someone's gone back in time or someone's stuck in the past, okay? Because now we're looking at exhaustion when it comes to the mental or when it comes to the soul of the self. So someone needs to restore, okay? Because something's overdue, okay? Getting rid of old habits. Because why? You want to co-create with the universe, but you've got to get rid of the old habits. It's all about correcting our flaws. You got to walk in love and walk in truth so you can co-create with the universe, all right? But it starts with loving oneself first, okay? Because you're a chocolate. You are beauty, you are. You're the witness. Someone feels like you're romantic type, okay? So we're looking at romance. We want to get rid of the old habits when it comes to romance. But you got to have a romance with yourself. I want a good, healthy relationship. I don't want a bad one. I don't want to take any bad baggage. That's what we don't want to do. That's what we want to have a relationship with yourself first, okay? We're looking at perfection, all right? Some people are looking for perfection outside of themselves. I'm looking for perfection within myself, you know? It does take time. So some of you, I do apologize if you're in your healing journey where you don't want to hear me swearing. Please, I'm okay if you go to another channel, because it's all about seeking the soul of the self. It's not just a feeling, it's something you see. I'm going by my own experience. And if I can't get you to see your own soul, I'm not the reader for you. When it comes to my readings, because I'm on a soul journey and I see it clearly, I sometimes might put a bit of my story in there. So you know you're not on your own, and there is such thing as a soulmate, twin flame, divine love, whatever you want to call it, okay? Remember, we are energy, all right? And we go through the same things, but we deal with things differently. So we're just trying to take a change. We're making ambitions and targets, but somehow someone's target when it comes to love, romance, is a little bit of a mess. Why? Because maybe they're bringing in old habits into their relationships. That's their satisfaction. Okay, their satisfaction is more goods, you know. It's not from the heart of the self. Remember, because the heart is the seat of the soul. So it looks like someone's gone a little bit of a mess, bit tied up when it comes to like romance, because someone's making up stories, all right? You know, when we make up stories, there's many components, doesn't it? It just becomes one big thing and you can't remember one life from another, you know? So now we're looking at maybe an Aries person, okay, making that aim. So now we mostly got fire sign here, making a change when it comes to abundance, all right? Maybe looking at Pisces person is looking at exhaustion when it comes to equalism, because it's more about satisfaction, treating oneself. So now it seems to be a mess when it comes to targeting with a Sagittarius person, because now we're looking at the ambition and the courage to go forward into the shooting star. I saw a shooting star when I was younger. Yeah. So now you're looking at quick action. Oh, how old? I think I was in my teens. I was outside my mum's house, you know. So your wish is being granted. If you're Aries person, just take those aims, all right? Try and untangle your mess. Because remember, everything you do today maps out your future. This is what you've got to be careful what you do today, the targets, Okay, while you're using your energy, intentions, and action. Someone seems to be taking action, okay, because someone's looking at future gains, all right, because they don't want no pain when it comes to like relationships. We want to retire the old habits, not bring it into the new. Okay, we want to look at love relationship. We want to treat ourselves. Someone's treating themselves sweetly. Yeah, because you are sweet, collective. Never forget that. Press like if you think you're sweet, because you are a bag of roses. You are a bag of roses. Someone's looking at targeting a bag of roses, using their intuition. You know, this is someone very psychic as well, because the roses remind me of a psychic person as well, okay? We're looking at a love romance, looking at affection, because remember, when it comes to the fire signs, the soul is born to love. It's about the lesson of power, but from the intuition. So now someone feels like they're devoted to someone and they're working on the knowledge of maybe love, romance, or maybe someone's writing a book about love, romance, okay? So maybe someone's infatuated. Looking at friendships, okay? Is it a friend to fry in the ship, okay, to sail away? Or is it a friendship where you can sail towards that person and be with that person with tender, loving attraction, okay? So now we're looking at someone very fond of your emotional IQ. Someone thinks you've got a very high emotional IQ, okay, because now we're looking at opening. Someone's going through humiliation, okay, because someone's going on the news. Someone will be treading. There'll be a broadcast about a strong opinion. It's going to be a massive debate. Some people may not like the debate because they made the bait. So that debate might be about their bait, okay, because they were late, okay, to make a habit, destroy habit, you know, to bring in love and abundance, to ascend joyfully to God, you know. So now we're looking at an opinion, all right. There seems to be current events. Maybe there's a public speaker in the air, because now we're looking at the truth of the roof. Your name could be Ruth, okay. Now we're looking at communication. Maybe about a Taurus person. Maybe it comes about an institution, because now we're looking at upside down Hierophant. We're looking at maybe unconditional lifestyles when it comes to old habits. Maybe it comes to religion, spirituality, marriage, or a commitment. Okay, but we're looking at relationships overall. Maybe a Pisces person. You could be a pastor. You could be a spiritualist. You could be a mentor. We look at someone very wise. But it was upside down Hierophant. So someone's not very wise because they're not getting rid of their old habits. Not using Earth as an Earth school. Because this is the universe. That's why it's called university. Well, it's called university to me, but it's called maybe to some is a universe, okay? Because we're looking at Aquarius. Looking at Aquarius's old habits. Or maybe Aquarius's old car. Do you know what? Oh no, for real. Oh my days, I've got a car that's 2008. And it says number 8 on the car. I've got an old car. Someone's looking at slandering my car then. Hey, there you go. It's old anyway. We're just looking at self-sacrifice, looking at self-sabotaging. Maybe someone's sabotaging someone's movements, okay? Because we're looking at family patterns, maybe. Because someone's stuck. Because it's all about bullying someone's movements. Because now we see the thoughts of someone, maybe a Pisces person to Aquarius person, or Aquarius to a Pisces. We look at intimidation, because someone's looking at abuse. That's how they use their thoughts, is abuse. So now we're looking at crime, okay, in the rhyme, when they're griming. So now we're looking at the power of a beautiful masculine coming through the door. Making massive changes, opportunities when it comes to the thoughts of the self, okay. Maybe we're looking at, there seems to be a big mess with maybe a Taurus or Libra person or a Sagittarius person that's married. Because now we're looking at travels, okay? Someone's being very honest when it comes to romance. You've got to do things right, but with self first, okay? Yeah, we're looking at bad behavior. It's a mess, maybe for upside down King of Cups. King of Cups seems to be giving out bad advice. Oh, someone's scheming. It seems to be a problem. It seems to be a pleb. Problem, pleb, prob. Prob and a pleb. Seems to be a problem. A big mess when it comes to a fraud. It could be an alcoholic person, but it's definitely someone who looks out for himself and no one else. So he seems to be a little bit out of control when it comes to the emotions. It seems to be emotional manipulation. So this seems like a mischief, making up stories. aiming for the stars. That's why. But he's falling in a moment in time when it comes to luck. Maybe he had a bit of luck, a short-lived luck maybe. But now he's passing through an enterprise. He thinks he's brilliant, but it's bad advice when it comes to aiming for the star. Everyone has a star within them, so you just got to shoot within yourself. This masculine needs to stop looking. He's looking elsewhere and not at his own star or the foundation of his mess. He's yearning for big changes, but in deception, bully, abuse, in the thoughts, maybe against a curious person giving bad advice. Because now we're looking at an Aries person returning home, or the inside of the ship's coming in. It's not coming in. The wish fulfillment is not coming in because the intentions and energy is not the right. His actions are somewhere else. He's yearning for a star, but at someone, he's not looking at himself. When it comes to new beginning, inspiration, he's looking more like a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius person. That's what I'm always looking at. But someone's got a foresight about a plan that wasn't a very good plan when it comes to love and romance. So someone's looking at dishonor. I just saw the Justice card. A dishonor when it comes to fame. They wanted recognition, maybe with a Leo person, when it comes to bad advice on love. Maybe with a friend, maybe with a Taurus person. But they're going for an open dishonor, humiliation, public humiliation. Because it seems to be something treading, a broadcast. It's a strong opinion that's been is known. People are talking this truth. People are communicating about upside down Queen of Pentacles. When it comes to fame, they're going for an open dishonor, humiliation. Someone found fault in this upside down Queen of Pentacles and upside down King of Cups. So now someone feels like they're shutting down because they've been caught in a public ridicule and mockery. They were mocking God. So there's nowhere to run. God owns this earth. Where are you going to run? If you hustle God, where are you running? These are karmics. Where are you running? There's one planet. If you destroy the planet can do without you. But can you do without the planet? No, you bloody can't. So behave yourself. These karmics have to behave themselves. They're going through public ridicule at the moment. Or they're going to be. And there's nowhere for them to run. Nowhere. They look very vulnerable. Maybe there's a King of Pentacles looking at the situation. And you know what? I just had this reading. I didn't want to do it. It's come out anyway. So I'm just going for it. Just try and not swear. And my master don't like it. He doesn't like it. But looking at big changes for Aquarius person. Looking at defeat. Maybe someone wanted an Aquarius person to retire. Give up. Get stuck in the past. Because they're looking at unexpected changes. But they're looking at financial disaster due to the bullying, intimidation. Maybe there was crime, there was great, there was an aliveness, assault. Someone's getting arrested. He's looking at intimidation. So they're going through public humiliation. When you dig a hole for one, dig it for yourself. You need to dig it for yourself. So they've done self-sacrifice. You're now looking at self-sabotaging behaviour, underhand behaviour from deceptions of receptions. So now there's a big change when it comes to their pentacles. Yeah, because someone wants to go full quite swiftly to Aquarius person. This is what this King of Cups. This King of Cups is looking at this air sign person. Very impulsive. I think he wants to do a rash, impulsive behaviour towards an air sign person. That's what it looks like. But there's not going to be nowhere for them to run if they do that. That's why I think that's making them frustrated. They're having a lack of foresight. They didn't think it will go public, maybe. So maybe they're shutting down. Yeah, a Cancer person. He lacks direction when it comes to his own big changes. Okay, so we're seeing big changes for an air sign person. Somebody wants to seize the moment. Maybe someone wants to run across to an air sign person to sabotage that person impulsively. A rash behavior, impulsive behavior. But he's wasting his time. Told you. Wasting your time, my friend, with your team of people. 3 other people involved. Wasting his time. Wasting. Wait, because there's nowhere for you to run. It's going public. It's out already. It's out already. And a Taurus person. Poverty. Poverty. That's what they are. This is what this all is about. Money. Bad news when it was about a Taurus person, because the Taurus person was looking at poverty. Now he's looking at poverty. He feels left out in the cold, because there's going to be big changes for Aquarius person. I look at my army looking after me. There's nowhere for them to run. God owns this planet. And God has a plan for this planet. And they didn't believe in God. So now he's looking at his choices. He feels like it has a lack of foresight when it comes to his choices. Because now his choices lack planning. If you have a lack of foresight, you're going to have a lack of planning. Or a lack of planning becomes a lack of foresight. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just not working. The action, the courage is not there. Looking at an illusionist, you know what? It's just a wishful thinking thing. Yeah, you know why? Air sign is confessing. Come clean. Maybe he wants to turn a new leaf in his thoughts, but he's got a massive problem. That's just why he's looking at his choices. He's got a massive mess on his head to his foot. It's all over him. He can't control it. Because he was too quick action when he saw this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person when it comes to fame. When it comes to them maybe coming back home to look about something. But they went into a romance with a Taurus upside down Queen of Pentacles. This is a fantasies. He feels like he's under hallucinations. His imagination is not it. I think maybe he drinks too much. Yeah, lack of balance. He lacks balance when it comes to the star energy. You need balance. Life is about balance. And the star energy isn't someone else, like a Leo person or Aquarius person. It's in you. Everyone has a star in them. They just have to do the work. It's about doing the work. You have to love yourself. You have to give yourself victory, yourself recognition, yourself the triumph. But they're foolish. They lack. And they fear the unknown. That's why they can't go within. Very impulsive, poor judgmental people. Inexperienced, very inexperienced people. Now you're looking at poor financial decision. Look, no emotions. None. He doesn't have emotions, by the way. I knew it. Justice. Told ya. I saw this card. Justice is here for a Leo person when it comes to his romance with a Queen of Pentacles upside down. Yeah, immature, upside down, Page of Cups. It was all about spiking that man's drink and doing essay, bad news when it comes to romance, broken dreams. Someone who does not plan for tomorrow. They don't plan for tomorrow. So they're being caught out in public ridicule. Public ridicule, man. This is it. This is hang time. Hangman. Remember that game, Hangman? Well, they've run out of words now. They run out. Gone. Insecurity, unstable person. Someone feels unfair of a Queen of Pentacles. Or a Leo person's gone towards a Queen of Pentacles. And a Queen of Pentacles back again. She says, yeah, I want my money. There must be an investor. Maybe a Leo person. He's going to take it. Maybe he's a Leo person. That's a businessman. He's not really into risk-taking. But he's a high-status person who's preoccupied with financial matters. Maybe this is his partner, but she probably was looking for, a power couple, but with a King of Cups, but using the romance of a Leo. And this is why a Leo's getting justice for these consequences of a Queen of Pentacles and a King of Cups. Their choices when it came to the Two of Cups. They saw money on the Two of Cups. So that's going to be a big announcement. Well, it's going around anyway, so it's going around anyway. So they will be going to hiding at some point. Actually, let me use these ones. Okay, so we're looking at surrender, making changes, big sacrifices. When it comes to the thoughts are coming to calmer waters. Because intimidation doesn't work on Aquarius person. So now this King of Cups is looking at bad advice. When it comes to that opportunity, it didn't work. Because now, hey, I just saw this. Resting, yeah. Air signs just too relaxed, man. They're too balanced. You can't go into a heavyweight champion thing. You don't understand. It's a friend. Someone's resting, thinking about Aquarius, Libra person. Someone feels mentally overloaded, or someone wanted someone to be mentally overloaded, but they're too relaxed. Peace and quiet, meditation, regrouping when it comes to the mental. Maybe the masculine's in his thoughts, maybe a Libra person. Think about Aquarius person. He feels very relaxed and at peace in his thoughts when it comes to defeating. Because in the picture, there's two people running away. It could be these two. Yeah, he's praying to God, that's why. This masculine is praying to God. He's regrouping. He's bringing rest, retreat, solitude, making big changes, thinking of satisfaction for Aquarius person. Maybe someone's thinking about the old days, past life connection with an Aquarius person. Maybe someone felt a bit hasty, but we're being very blunt with our words. Yeah, being very blunt. Maybe a Gemini person, Aquarius person being very blunt. So now maybe someone's under anxiety due to this bluntness. Maybe a group of people that was wasting their time trying to create anxiety. Because someone's very honest. And they got warnings again. They had warnings against a very impulsive person that has a very rash behavior. A very strong one as well. You know what? I think it was a situation where they're in fear because it says an earth sign person tends to get what they want. And I think they're saying it's a King of Cups and a Queen of Pentacles. Nobody gets what they want. But this time round, it's a massive mess. So now they're looking at a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person treating themselves. Because you've got to have a good relationship with yourself first. If you want to get rid of that voodoo magic, you know, all you got to do is love yourself. And it just bounces right back to, and this is why they feel it's energy. We're energy. The energy has to go somewhere. If it doesn't affect the person you send the energy to, guess where it bounced back to? You. It may not be in the same area where you sent your magic to me, but it might be another area for you. Maybe they sent a cast a spell when it comes to love, but that negative energy against love infected their pentacles, because that's what they love the most. Do you know what I mean? This is why you don't play with magic. There you go, Taurus person, failure. Hey, they're looking to improve their finances. It don't work that way. It don't work that way. So this is why these people are inexperienced. So they're scheming. This King of Cups. He's a hustler, but not a very good one. Because now we're looking at a situation where it's indecisiveness with his self-doubt. Because he's a very malicious person. He gossips too much with his lack of awareness. Because now we're looking at a love choice for maybe an Aries person when he's shooting for the star. Maybe a Gemini person with a love choice. A Leo person. He's looking at his romance, affection, appreciation. Someone feels very devoted to a Leo person when it looks like the romance, you know. Someone's very passionate about a Leo person, maybe. Or when it comes to fame, recognition, when it comes to this love choice, when it comes to their thoughts, all about the fame. Because now you're looking at Aquarius. Maybe this masculine is shooting for the star for Aquarius person. Maybe he wants to come in and confess about upside down Queen of Pentacles. Or Aquarius person confess about a Queen of Pentacles to a Leo person. A Leo person got to stand his ground against a Queen of Pentacles. So now you're looking at someone moving forward, coming clean. Somebody wants to turn over a new leaf. Because now you're looking at the conscious mind sticking in when it comes to love, romance. Now we're looking at open dishonor for upside down Queen of Pentacles. We're looking at humiliation. Because when you send intimidation, now they're getting humiliation. Because remember, life is about a balance. So now you bring the reception of deception to a 2 of cup. now this Queen of Pentacles upside down is very insecure about a partnership that was sent by God. So now they're fearing someone who is Aquarius or and a Leo person or a Gemini person. Why? Because they're going into public humiliation. They know what they were doing. Like in my dreams, says, please don't drag me in public. Well, you better take those pictures down because you're already dragging yourself. Those pictures are awful. You just done 4 days ago. You can forget about that. Someone's thinking about a marriage for unexpected financial changes because they were going through a financial disaster because their 10 of Pentacles upside down. So they was looking at someone's legacy or they was looking at huge losses. So now maybe this family of an earth sign person is looking at bankruptcy. Okay, but this person, maybe a Libra person, is thinking about a happy marriage after a huge loss, bankruptcy. But somebody was using someone for marriage of convenience. And not just that person, it's the family as well. Because the 2 of Cups comes with the spiritual family. It comes with a lucrative situation. God puts lucrative deals in 2 of Cups because you made your mission. Do you understand? You had to go through some really hard trials and tribulations, but you passed it. You understood love of self. So now a Leo person is looking at recognition after time wasted with a team of people. So now this team of people is worried about a Leo person and his success, because now they're going to miss out on the real deal. Yeah. Somebody wants to come in reliable, but there we go. Someone's saying they were wasting their time because when it comes to success, victory and fame, okay, when it comes to achievements, okay, rewards, fame, celebrity, fan, wish fulfillers, what do you call them? Well-wishers, that's it, and supporters. You know that crowd? They can't pull the crowd in like that. Not when it comes to being loyal, responsible, not in God's eye. This person was only looking for fame, for improved finances. They don't have that. They don't have that creativity. They're not that person. So everything they do is calculate under the energy of like superficial image. Look at me, validation. So now we're looking at somebody was looking at maybe a Leo person to help them end their hardship. But you can't do that on God's energy. You can't do that. You can't take God's words that's given to a masculine. Because I had a dream. God told me to give Adiwali these stuff. Tell him the truth. But this upside down Queen of Pentacles got involved with the 2 of Cups, which is God's divine love. They started stealing, cheating, and being behind my back, doing mad stuff. But God's watching. And this is why God's saying now, there's nowhere for you to go. God owns this planet. Where are you going to hide? God knows every inch. They know more than you. So where are you going to hide? There's nowhere to hide. It says there as well. There's nowhere to hide. Nowhere to run, sorry. Nowhere to run for this upside down Queen of Pentacles. Nowhere to run. And it's mad. The reading I just did said the same thing, but in a different way, in a different card. In a different card. I said, I'm not doing this. I'm fed up of those. Yeah, because this team of people tried to make a Leo weak. This is Delilah, man. Have self-doubt. This team has self-doubt. This family, team, or it could be family, company. Doubt, man. It's weak. Weak. Low self-esteem. The self-esteem is too low. And they wanted that for a Leo and a Gemini person. A Gemini person in a mental institution with anxiety, but a Leo person drained out by the soul by them paying with his drink. It was her. I think he was the chemist person. But she was the giver. Because she was in the bed. And now look at, they want a peaceful resolution with Aquarius person. Maybe a King of Cups because they gave bad advice. I would never do that. Whatever you owe my masculine, you give it to him. And there you go. You can find your own peace. And me and him, I will find my own peace for this. And you can find your own peace. But to get peace from me to you, never going to happen. Never. Never. Never gonna, ever going to happen. Never. I'll find peace for myself. And for my husband. But no, never. I will never grant you that. So you can go and do it to someone else. No way. No way. You'll always be my example of an upside down King of Cups. When it comes to my readings, you are always going to be the example of a King of Cups upside down. And this one's always going to be an example of an upside down Queen of Pentacles. So thank you very much. You see, SWAT. You understand? It's like you get your strengths, you look at your weaknesses, and you try and make your weaknesses into strengths and opportunities. Do you understand? Or your threats into opportunities. Do you understand? Okay. So now we're looking at when it comes to his creativity, he's rude, boyish, forceful, bully person. Very bullyish. And that's what they wanted for this King of Wands. To be bully, a bullyish person, a dictator, like with low self-esteem. But I've seen this masculine soul, yeah, and I can imagine this King of Cups is being bullied. And you don't leave him alone. If you want to deal with it that way, leave him alone. Leave him alone. I've seen his dark side. I told them for 5 years, don't tap that part of him. Because if you make him go down that road by you lot spiking out his drink, making him weak, blah, 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 he comes to me and tells me everything. Do you understand? And I saw his dark side. You can't beat that. No amount of voodoo is going to get you out of this situation. Especially on the cell. I can't explain it properly. How can I explain it? Oh, I don't do it. I think I saw this masculine in my dream. I think he might have a moustache or a beard. Short hair, but curly. Not curly, but not flat, though. Not like what Addy would have. Not that short hair. Don't remember it being that short. I think he drank from a whiskey glass. You know them little, I don't know what, I think it's called a whiskey glass. I don't drink. That little round thing. I think it's got brown liquid in it. Is that whiskey or brandy or something? I think it's something like that. I told him, don't do that. Don't. Because you on the outside, you don't think you're winning. But the inside, I've seen this masculine dark side. As much as I've seen the lovable part, he's very powerful. He can maneuver in dreams like nothing. This is why I told them, don't do that. Even if you entice him to do something bad, he's not stupid. He's not silly. He sees the future. He's a visionary. That's what I heard in my dream as well. He's a visionary. He's a visionary person. So now his love choice, earth sign person, bad luck, man, upheaval. I think it was meant to happen. It was meant to happen. Because I feel right. Because her name is Genevieve, Eve, in Genesis, it said Eve gave Adam the apple. G and A, Addy and Genevieve. But God didn't give Adam the apple. Eve did. Just like she gave Addy Wally the poison. In the drink that I saw in my dream, for him to be passed out in many places, for him to be vulnerable and weak. I saw it in my dream. So now, everyone said Eve gave Adam the apple. So why did everyone say God cursed Adam then? God didn't give Adam the apple. It was Eve. So it's funny her name is Eve. And then God showed me, before I knew who she was in my dream, right? I've never met her in my life apart from the dreams, right? Then you got her making Lionheart. And it's mad. God kept saying he's the lion. But it's crazy that she was involved in a film called Lionheart. And then another film before that, something about the road of tomorrow. This one, she knows what she's doing, man. Don't make this one take it for no idiot. Because in my dream, she asked me, is God real? And I said, you're not allowed to ask because you stole from Addy Walik in your body. And you're not allowed to ask. She said, please don't drag me in public. That's what she said to me. And I dragged her. I dragged her, all right? To show it's not me, it's her. It's her actions from her past energy that's come up to bite her in her future. I saw it. I saw a whole load of people around this person confronting her. I saw it. So all that trying to put, she's proving people right. Because all this posting, look, 2 cup, all this posting of you doing your fashion mat, because I think she looks crazy. She doesn't look like a model. But you're proving to people you're too superficial. She's not learning. She keeps doing the same habit. Prove to people I can create. Create something. Instead of being intimidated with this King of Cups, create something. Do something. You're around the people that can that can give you opportunities. But then utilize it then. Instead, she wants to do through romance and love of convenience. Now she's in trouble. It goes deeper than that anyway, but there's 2,000 videos there, man. It's all bloody on there anyway. Her and them, so... There's enough evidence anyway. Something happens to Adiwali King of Bardi. Just, everyone, please, just keep tagging every video on her. It was her. It was her. This is his life insurance. Anything happens to him, it's her. I told her stop. Because I'm not going to stop. I'm not doing it. 4 of Cups. It became a 4 of Cups. A regret. God gave a hand. The hand of God. Gave like, you know, like the gifts. We got gifts. And our ancestors always give us something. But it was focused more on this issue. With this Queen of Pentacles. She got involved on purpose. Because she saw money. All them downloads to her was a lucrative deal for her. She's wrong, man. And in my dream, I said, we're going to write the best book since mankind. And this is when them two started doing the madness. Because in my dream, I heard, me and Addie's going to write a book. It's going to be the best book read to mankind. I heard it. And because I wrote that in the email, there's Miss Genevieve Nadia, because she don't believe in God, getting herself involved. So she's in trouble now. Yeah, she came in for money. This love choice, Taurus person wanted the money. Unexpected financial windfall. That's what she wanted. That's why she was shooting the star. But she's shooting to nowhere. Shooting to nowhere. She's going to public humiliation. It keeps coming up over and over and over again. Have patience. Hey, look, you're a godsend. See? A godsend. A fork in the road. With who? A Taurus person. Why? Because she's done a strategic plan. Her and her friend. I told you. And this is the time and situations, outcomes like to occur. See? Yeah. She's going through public humiliation. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. She's being blocked. Look, our spiritual. Aries, your spiritual army's taking care of you. He's probably doing his bodybuilding. Hey, Gemini person. Relax, yes? Yes. Unconditional love, romance, soulmates. Taurus person came for foolishness. With a Leo person. Leo looks very confident now. Yeah, because she's going down. Yeah, letting it go. See? You see? She acted and she pretended. It was all about sex. It was all about emeralds, diamonds, you name it, whatever. Oh, she's in trouble. Oh, public humiliation. I knew it. I didn't want to do this story, and it came out differently halfway, and I thought, I don't want to do that. Let's see if it comes out differently. And it didn't. It's literally in the air. It's in the air. It's in the air. Yeah, because someone found a mental strength, a Leo person. He wants to compromise with the 2 of Cups. Yeah, isolation. They wanted it isolated from God. I'm going to tell you, God wants isolated from God, man. Or this King of Swords is looking at lack of structure. Because he needs stimulation. He feels trapped in his mind. He needs stimulation. Mental air signs always need stimulation. Gemini. Choices. Told him and I don't play with this man. Don't do it though. They don't listen. Oh, so they said Taurus person, bad news, yeah, bad business news. Why? Because she's immature. She's immature. She matches that King of Cups over there. Immature and insecure when it comes to success. Just insecure, man. Insecure. Just insecure person. Now looking at lacking of balance. Yeah, Leo person. They wanted Leo to lack self-esteem. That's the truth. The truth is out anyway. Leo, they wanted him to have lack of from his choice of Aquarius person. Because they were playing on his emotions, playing on his childhood abandonment issues, and playing on his strength when it comes to this drink thing. But for some of you, when it comes to this King of Cups, emotions, not it. He plasters his emotions with alcohol and drugs, and that gives people bad advice. He schemes. He's got a lot of scheming in that head. When it comes to creativity, he's too much of a forceful bully person. He's got too much bully tactics in his head. Because why? He's got too much self-doubt when it comes to self. The self is a shell upside down strength. He's got no strength, man. It's the truth. See, the truth. It's rubbish. So now the truth is out. Karmic. Every action has reaction. The crazy person, Libra, coming out with the truth. Well, now we're looking at a fire sign person. Hasty adventure. Maybe a fire sign person. Yeah, because he's running away from the devil. Look, he's running. He said, no, I'm done. Taurus person, he said, told you the devil is never far from this woman. It's the devil. It's the devil, man. It's the devil, straight up. You can't even lie no more. That's 2,000 videos saying the same thing. Same thing. The devil, man. Imagine having a dark entity like that. They lack perspective. But the 2 cups seem to be secured, grounded. It's secure. But they thought if she was in a 2 of cups with this king of cups, they'll become that power cup. It doesn't work like that. You have to put the work in. You have to do. I don't think karmics understand what universe is about. Yeah, there's lots of messages going around. I'm going to tell you, lots of messages going around about this Queen of Pentacles upside down and a 2 of cups. Told you. And I told them. I warned them, you know. I warned them. The first year, I couldn't stop saying it. Stop, because I saw her being perished in public. Stop, stop, stop. They didn't want to listen. She had 5 years, and you can't have sympathy for that person. You can't. Investment, charity giving. Somebody wants a peaceful resolution, a Taurus person. Maybe we should give back the money to a Aquarius person. No, give it to Leo. Give it to Leo. Lack of structure is upside down King of Swords. He feels trapped. Giving generous amount of money. Maybe it's a Aquarius person again. I don't know. King of Swords, he's doing soul searching. He needs to compromise. He wants to compromise a Leo person. Or maybe a King of Pentacles upside down. Yeah. You can plant and you found it. Good news is coming your way. Good news is coming maybe for some of you by investments. Alright. It's new forward, new way forward, alright? Alright, remember, walking love, talking truth. Love you guys. Bye.